Paranormal Now, Derek Okora as a guest on Loose Lips.
Loose Lips is sponsored by Hello Magazine.
Live here on Living TV. It's 5:10. It must be time for my good self, Richard Arnold, and...
me, Melinda Messenger,
and Bump.
The lovely... Take a look at this lot of people.
Beautiful. Look at them all. The Loose Lips audience.
They're everywhere.
Look at them up in the gallery. Wonderful.
Anyone would think we have some good guests on today's show.
Well, we have got a celeb-packed show. It's just as well you haven't just pitched up to see us, ladies and gentlemen, because you'd be bitterly disappointed, wouldn't they, Mel?
I don't think they would have come.
I don't think they would have come at all, but you came, and we built it, and you've turned up. Thank you. Marvellous to have you all here, up in the gods, and clearly here on the floor. And we have got a cracking show for you today, so we're going to crack on. Without further ado, our first guest is a sexy, saucy siren, fabulous at 40, although she says it's the new 30, more of which when we meet the lovely Michelle Collins. There she is.
And she is fabulous.
For a minute there, I thought it was Linda Barker trying to flog us another sofa, but no, it's the lovely Michelle. She'll be popping in to chat about a brand new show which starts this weekend on the box.
Absolutely. And the lovely Chris Eubanks is going to be here. Yes. Ex-boxer, turned model parent. Here to tell us about his latest autobiography. There he is. Just signing in. Doesn't he look dapper?
He does look.
Doesn't he?
Forever.
He always
the
looks
quintessential
smart, that man.
gentleman. The Squire, and there he is. Hello, Chris. It's away, good man. Yeah, all right, don't pad your part. And I don't know whether it's because he's got crystal blue eyes, pools that you'd like to dive into, or whether his voice is silky smooth, like slipping into a bath of Miracle Whip and rubbing it all over your body. Yes, the lovely Matt Goss is back. Do you know, I haven't heard a cry like that since I went to a Jason Donovan
I tell you, we haven't heard anything like that since Daniel O'Donnell came in the house.
Indeed.
So
and
not
also,
excited about that at all then, are you, people?
No, clearly not.
And you're not either, are you?
Not remotely, no. Looking forward to it.
But there's another man to
Look,
be
my
very
leg's going.
excited about today, who's joining the Loose Lips team. He is a legend, and you just need to take a look at this.
One man, one sofa, one gift. Derek Okora, coming up, live on Loose Lips.
Yes, indeed.
And you can get in touch with the man, the legend, Derek Okora, by contacting us on 0208 233 7799 or email looselips@livingtv.co.uk. If you've got any questions you'd like to put to him.
Indeed, we're also celebrating the
Or a guest,
100th episode of Will and Grace tonight. It's 9 o'clock on Living TV. Thank you, yes indeed. One of our greatest comedy imports, and we'll be going behind the scenes on the aforementioned Will and Grace a little bit later in the programme. We got a comp now.
Do you know what we have?
I'll have a cup of Rosie Lee. I'm
you
exhausted.
people at home. You can win yourselves a hamper full of his and her beauty products. Plus, three of the latest films on VHS. You can see them there. Gorgeous prize. And all you need to do is answer this question. What was the name of Michelle Collins' character in EastEnders? Was it A, Claire? Was it B, Cindy? Or was it C, Carol? If you know, give us a call, 0208 233 7799 or email looselips@livingtv.co.uk.
Well, thank goodness Cindy died in childbirth, because thanks to that cheeky little EastEnders storyline... Oh, have I given it away? Do call in anyway. She is fast becoming, and has become indeed, one of our greatest household names. Please give it up for the fabulous at 40, Michelle Collins. My love, how are you, darling? Take a few. So you've joined us to celebrate. Now, is it, Michelle, your 40th year in showbiz or your 40th year on the planet? I forget.
The planet. No, I wasn't a child actress, thank God.
Well, you're looking good, girl. Looking good.
You do look amazing. I mean, you look absolutely stunning, and why shouldn't you? And but I think actually it's laughing. But I mean, do you feel that it's is it hard as an actress as you get older? Or not anymore? Do you think things have changed?
I think it's hard because, you know, we're so obsessed with the media, so obsessed with how everyone looks these days, and I suppose, you know, I'm not a model, you know, I'm an actress, but there's still a lot of pressure as an actress to look good, and, you know, you go to, if you do go out, which I don't go out that often, but when I do, obviously, you have to make a big effort because you're scrutinised. You know, if you have one bad day and, you know, you look like shite and you're in the newspapers, it's not really...
You were out and about recently, weren't you? And you said it was the first time you've been out and about in ages, which is fair dues. And you were caught, snapped.
I was.
Yeah, looking your best.
Yeah, and as a lot of women out, know out there, you don't drink that much, and then suddenly you go out and you do, and you get all overexcited, and you know you just have a few too many.
Before you know it, you've whipped out your...
We don't eat, do we? Before we go out, you know, we should line our stomachs with a glass of milk. That's what we should do.
Exactly.
But you know, I don't know. I don't, you know, I'm not manic. I used to be manic about exercise. I'm not now. I think everything in moderation. And I have a daughter that I've got a 7-year-old who keeps me very young, to be honest with you as well.
Did the pair of you have matching dance mats?
She just got one for a birthday.
Did she?
Actually. Yeah.
Oh, funny that.
I'm going to try that, yeah.
I love those. I don't know if you saw Wives Swap last night, but they had a Belinda, who was one of the wives on the show last night. She had a little dance mat as well, and she loved a bit of all of that, you know, doing her Kylie and stuff like that. It was all going about like this. Oh, I love it.
I didn't like last one's so much. I thought it was a bit weaker than the rest of them, because I love the other.
It's been a fab series, isn't it?
I love it. It's the only thing on telly I watch at the moment, apart from my programme, which is
exactly.
Yes, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. And it's called
lead-in?
Single, and it's about people who are fabulous at 40 or not quite so fabulous. Let's have a little taster before we chat more about it.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm on a protein-only diet.
Well, I work for Elvis Presley.
I just want to look my best when I see Veronica.
Yeah, and I've heard that a little dab of bacon grease is the new Botox.
When I walked through that door, I wanted to think, wow, she's beautiful. I'll never live up to her.
What, and then what? She just lets you take Paul home?
No, I don't want her to give Paul up. I just think she deserves something to worry about.
There you go, that's Single, and it's ITV1.
When is it starting?
It starts on Saturday and it's on for the next 6 weeks.
And there are some that are calling it the new Cold Feet. Hardly faint praise.
A lot to live up to, but, you know, I suppose so. I mean, I suppose it's sort of post-Bridget Jones, more that sort of era.
Post-Bridget Jones, pre-menopausal.
Yes, okay. But, you know, great that it's compared to that, but you have to sort of, you know, I don't know, we'll see.
Well, the great thing is about you, Goss, you've never stopped working. I mean, how many series did you do of 2,000 Acres of Sky?
3.
That was 3.
Do you know, it's funny you should say that, because we were saying this, I saw Michelle earlier, and I said the same thing. I said, God, you're one of the very few people that have been really successful since leaving a major soap and
especially such a big character like the aforementioned character, the answer to the competition.
Yes, which we won't give away again.
A lot of people forgot I died in childbirth, though, because obviously Leslie Grantham has just gone back. Everyone's saying, so you're going back then? You're going back? I said, well, I can't, can I? Why? It's because I'm dead. Oh, that doesn't matter. How did you die?
It's just a little bit of a hiccup. Just a minor flesh wound, courtessy of Her Majesty's.
I don't care. I mean, someone goes off with an American accent and comes back with an English accent.
What's your favourite?
Doesn't matter.
What do you look for in a role then? Yes, they do all very good. The talents are around. What do you look for in a role then? Because I think the last thing I saw you in was Eleanor and Mothers.
Eleanor and Mothers about the IVF.
About the IVF, which was great.
A gut feeling mostly, to be honest with you, and obviously most of it is down to choice. And I have a very good agent, and also things that I'd like to watch myself. I think really, and also things where it's like a learning curve for me. Eleanor Mothers, I met a few people who were going through IVF, which is very traumatic, and met a professor who worked at an IVF clinic, and I did something called Perfect, which was about a woman who's obsessed with marriage, and the reason why she was a serial bigamist was because she was abused as a teenager by her father. Just things that are much more interesting. And I've just filmed the Illustrated Mum, a Jacqueline Wilson book for Channel 4, which is about a mum who's a manic depressive, a single mum. Seem to play a lot of single mums for some reason, who's got 2 kids, and and they get taken away and put into care, and things that just really mean something, and that
things
people,
you can really sink
that a lot of people can relate to. I think I played, I suppose, play a lot of flawed women, but I quite like
Well, they're the
I
best
think it's
parts,
more
aren't they?
interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fatal
yeah,
or otherwise.
really
Now,
good.
another cause close to your heart is Stonewall, of course. Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about this show while we've got you in here. Stonewall
Well,
Equality
it's
Walk,
the
and that's in New York.
It's a New York Equality Walk, and if people aren't a fan of Stonewall was a charity that was set up in the 80s by Ian McKellen and Michael Cashman. And it's basically, it's a campaigning charity for gay rights, that sort of thing. And so this is from the 7th to the 10th of November, a little picture of me on the back there. And basically, it says a weekend in New York with Michelle Collins. Ian McKellen's also doing the walk. And basically, it's a 13.5-mile walk around New York on Saturday. We go Friday afternoon, Saturday we do the walk. So Sunday and Monday is sort of playtime. And it's £1,200 for the whole weekend. That includes your sponsorship money, your hotel and your flight.
Wonderful.
So you're raising lots of money for Stonewall, and that's what it's about, really.
Of
And we
course,
need
we've
about,
got,
we need 30 other people.
30 other people. We'll do it,
we've
ladies and
got
gentlemen, won't we? I'll do it in your kit and heels. How's that?
We'll put details all on our website, so if anybody is interested, they want to get involved, please do contact us, www.livingtv.co.uk/loose lips, and all the details of the walk and how you can get involved will be on there. And now, just very quickly, you also did another show, Sea of Souls, about the world of parapsychology.
Paranormal. Yes.
And you are quite interested, I understand, in the paranormal?
Yeah, I am quite.
You're quite intrigued. Well, did you know that today is the day that we introduced Derek Acora as part of our Loose Lips team? So how good, Lucy? Having a little bit of a cheeky reading with him.
Yes, love to.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Okay,
meet
well,
Derek
give me
Acora,
that.
ladies and gentlemen. Big fella. Welcome to the show once again. Come and sit down, Derek. Come and sit down, sir. You've never met the lovely Michelle before. This is clearly the first time.
No.
Yes,
Hi.
indeed.
I've read about you actually last
Have you?
week. Yeah.
Oh, all bad, no doubt.
Welcome back to Loose Lips, Derek. So far so good. Most Haunted, of course, the new series.
Absolutely. We've all enjoyed doing the Slash series, and we hope the viewers are maybe as excited as what they were in the first two series. We certainly enjoyed it. I think they've got a lot to look forward to in the scary department.
Yeah,
In the scary department,
absolutely.
indeed. I think the first episode, the first show, had Yvette Fielding's husband, who was actually down there at the time, and his flesh was smelling of napalm, which is not your average day at the beach, is it?
Absolutely, and it was, you know, this smell was, I'd say, all around him for about, I'd say, 10 feet. And every single crew member actually went to his arm, and it was absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Wonderful. Well,
We'll
don't
give a
want to-
chance to
yeah, I
talk
know.
about that
We
a
don't want to
bit
put the shivering
later on
what's-its
in the
up
show.
Michelle.
No, exactly, because you two are going to have a little chat together. We're going to catch up with you later on the show, see how you get on. So if you want to go on upstairs to our little green room where you can relax and
We'll catch
chat,
up with you later.
and we'll see you later.
Lovely
Off you
Michelle
go.
and Derek, on you go, chaps. Thank you very much indeed. The lovely Michelle Collins there and Derek Acora. And as we said at the top of the show, Derek will be with us every Wednesday from now up until Christmas. So do get in touch if there's anything you'd like to chat to Derek about, or perhaps join us here in the Loose Lips audience. 0208 233 7799, or email us looselips@livingtv.co.uk.
Absolutely, and still to come, we've got the fabulous Chris Eubank, plus, wait for it, people, brace yourselves, Matt Goss!
By Hello Magazine.
Hello and welcome back to Loose Lips here at Living TV. Richard Arnold with the lovely Melinda Messenger, as always, at 5:10. Still to come on the show, Matt Goss will be singing live. And a little button you can press that, isn't it? And in a moment we'll be meeting, well, the heavyweight champion, controversial boxer, and at home as well with his family, the lovely Mr. Eubanks, Chris.
It's Derek's first day here as part of the Loose Lips team. We've got a bit of a paranormal feel. We thought it only fair to get the objective view from Chrissy Wilson, our psychologist. Please welcome her, everybody. So, Chrissy, you're studying psychology at Goldsmiths?
Yes, so I'm actually doing a PhD at Goldsmiths at the moment.
And what is it in?
I'm actually looking at false memory syndrome. Which is a sort of general umbrella for how false memories are created. So people like alien abductees, that kind of thing.
Anything that kind of revolves around the paranormal. So presumably you have quite strong views and opinions.
Yes,
on the
I do.
subject.
Yes, I do. And what we do at Goldsmiths, I actually work in the anomalistic psychology research unit there. Anomalistic psychology is a way of looking at paranormal events and looking at them from a psychological and a physiological perspective.
Right, so not necessarily as an exact science, because obviously that's impossible.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately for paranormal psychology, the evidence isn't terribly good. It's not terribly strong. So what we do is, at Goldsmiths, we're looking at other ways to interpret experiences that people have.
All right, such as what? So physiological, let's start with those.
Well, such as alien abductees, for example. This is a very common occurrence now. There's an awful lot of people that believe that they have memories for being abducted by aliens. And in terms of physiological reasons for this, there's a phenomenon known as sleep paralysis. And if you look at the symptoms of sleep paralysis, it correlates very highly to the experiences that some people have where they believe they've been abducted by aliens. For example, they believe that they have a pressure on their chest. They believe they have the sensation of flying. They have the sensation that there's a malignant presence in the room.
So they're always very common feelings or experiences.
Yeah.
What about somebody, you know, who feels that they can sense somebody around them?
And hearing voices,
terms
perhaps?
Of,
or,
yeah.
Well, yes, they may very well feel that they have that kind of sense, definitely. But
what would be your explanation?
In terms of science, we need empirical evidence to prove that. Now, I'm not saying that these people are not having these experiences, but from a scientific point of view, we need empirical evidence.
So how do you move forward as a scientist? And as I said before, because it isn't an exact science, and like you say yourself, you lack, or there isn't any empirical evidence, because it is the great unknown. It must be so frustrating for you to move forward.
There is some, but it's not strong. The evidence isn't good, unfortunately. We can interpret a lot of paranormal events from a psychological perspective.
But again, it is down to interpretation, isn't it? So it's just how you want to interpret. You can interpret it as something that is kind of beyond the normal, the paranormal, or you can interpret it as something that has a.
It depends very much on your particular belief system. If you tend to be sceptical, such as myself, then I will look for a way of understanding a particular paranormal event from a kind of problem-solving perspective. So I will see psychological and physiological reasons for that. But if you are a believer and you witness what ostensibly seems to be a paranormal experience or event, then you will interpret it from a believer's point of view. So you're more likely to believe what you're actually seeing.
Absolutely.
Is evidence
Well, do you know what, ladies and gentlemen,
really
it's no wonder I get a sore
who's
bum
right
on this
and
show,
wrong,
because I'm too
isn't
busy
it?
sitting on the fence. I never know which way to go. Well, Chrissy, it is fascinating stuff, but of course we have to stress that it is the great unknown. But thank you very much for joining us today. Chrissy Wilson from Goldsmiths, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed, Chrissy. We're all fans of Most Haunted nonetheless, whether you believe or whether you don't. And here's a cheeky taster of what the lovely Derek Acora has on offer next week.
Whenever our medium, Derek Acora, arrives at a supposed haunted location, things seem to happen. We were all excited and eager to begin our investigation with Derek in the South Niddry Street vaults.
As we've now entered this section here, into this room, and I just use the word room for the moment, I get this like shouting and boisterousness.
There you go. Most Haunted, and we will be catching up with Derek Acora a little bit later on and find out how he's getting on with the lovely Michelle Collins, another one of our star guests today. In fact, it is sparkling up there in the Loose Lips Firmament today, isn't it?
Back to the rafters.
Do you think it's time to meet another one of our shooting stars,
I think
love?
we ought to bring them on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Chris Eubanks. How are you, mate?
Oh, some fans up there.
Take a few, sir.
Get yourself.
Chris, welcome to our lovely show.
Thank you.
And you're looking well. Your own bowler, and I'm loving all of this.
Are you chilly?
Yes, I am. I've got a cold.
Oh, I see. Right.
A severe cold as well, and it's the nasal spray and the tablets what keeps me going. I'm on a book tour, and I've done 2 signings already today, and it's been non-stop over the last couple of days, but it's good.
Plugging
well done,
this
well done for coming
amazing
in.
tome, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that bookstop. Look at that. All stuff. And it's going well, is it, Chris?
Oh yeah, it's you know, it's just a story. It's just a story. I've had it a little bit tough, so I'm told. It took me 2.5 years to do, and it is very honest, brutally at times, and you know, I suppose I defy anyone to say that I'm arrogant or a villain after reading this.
After reading this, did you find it was a purge?
Purge meaning?
Cathartic.
Meaning?
Meaning.
Did it help?
Imagine passing a great big breeze block in
Got it
public.
all off your chest.
Meaning that
Got it
you know
all
you got
off
it all
your
off your chest.
Well, I didn't really find it a burden on my chest. I mean, it's just the facts of my life. I don't have a problem telling the truth. It's probably what made me as controversial as what I am, just telling the truth. I didn't try to do anything fantastic to make me get this notoriety I have. All I did was tell the truth, but it seems to cause a great deal of offense or controversy. And
Well,
I don't know
it's
why.
just grabbed a few headlines, but you didn't find it difficult at all going back to, at the past, I mean, we've got some headlines here. Boxing hero reveals his secret past as teen tearaway. It's all here. Eubank, I was heavyweight shoplifter. We've got all of that.
Yeah, but I'm not ashamed of it, and neither should I be. I mean, it's part and parcel of what's made me who I am today. In fact, it gives me the authority to speak in such a way that actually holds the attention of youngsters when I tell them that this is a futile existence. No one escapes the long arm of the law. It catches everybody.
You eventually,
Yeah,
indeed.
absolutely.
Oh, I felt a chill
Do you
then.
think getting into boxing was the kind of the turning point for you? Do you think your life would have turned out very differently had you not?
Well, it would have been it would have been far different. I don't know what it would have entailed. I mean, I am qualified as a secretary, but I can't see that I would have been happy, you know,
doing that.
filing and typing. I do 60 words a minute, no errors.
Wow.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. I'll tell you what, with skills like that, you'll always work.
Is that what you're
You never
monitoring
really are.
as
Yes,
well?
exactly.
Indeed. One thing we were talking about earlier, Chris, when we found out you were coming on, was your role as, you know, as a father, and clearly you were mentioned there about, you know, your kids and being a role model as such. I think we've got a question along those lines now from Matt. Matt joins us now on Loose Lips. Hello, Matt. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from London.
You're calling from London, Matt. What's your question for Chris Eubanks?
Yeah, Chris, thanks very much for talking to me today. I was just wondering, how would you feel about your kids possibly going into boxing in the future? Would that cause any problems for you?
Yes, it would. You see, boxing isn't. It isn't like any other sport. It is tragic, or the most tragic of all forms of entertainment. And I find that, well, what I can't do, I'm too much of a coward to make my child partake in this particular business for this reason, that, you know, all fighters are used, misused, all fighters get disfigured. I mean, check the nose. All fighters, you know, well, all fighters will be a hero to somebody. And if you show me a hero, I'll show you a tragedy.
That's a really interesting view on it, isn't it? I think, yeah. Matt, does that answer your question?
Yeah, thanks very much,
It does,
Chris.
okay.
That's really informative, and good luck in the future on your TV show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling in, Matt. I think that's a fascinating view on it, actually. It's particularly coming from a prominent boxer, and because normally you don't hear that side put across to you, and so you do find that there is quite a lot of tragedy involved in that.
Well,
whole
you know,
aspect.
now this is something that you too can actually empathise with me on, which is that all forms of the entertainment business is tragic. Now, let's explain that now. Now, let's take let's take me. Okay. Now, let's say I fall from grace. You see, I've been a hero to somebody. Okay, and so I have a type of self-esteem because I've been a hero to somebody. Now, if people should forget who I am in years to come, how do you think it will make me feel? I'm sensitive to the fact that I want to still be that hero for that one person. I still want to preach or walk or talk or fight or entertain in the way I used to. So for me, being a sensitive individual, which I must be in order to be an artist, we're all sensitive, makes me tragic, in as much as I will be sad one day because I will not be recognized at some point down the line, or someone will at least come up and say, aren't you that fellow who used to? And that is hurtful. You know, we feel, you know...
Cut us and we bleed and all of that. Well, it is brutal,
Exactly.
the nature of the business. I mean, that goes in part to explain why you yourself appeared never to be out of the limelight. Your family, clearly,
Beautiful
thrust into the limelight. And a beautiful family they are,
Aren't
too.
they gorgeous? And wonderful kids.
Thrust into the limelight on...
Done a very good job.
On home with the Eubanks. Do you think there'll be any more of that? Did the family enjoy being in the spotlight themselves?
My children did. My wife found it... Well, let me tell you something. She, in actual fact, is the one who held the whole thing together. Anyway, the mother holds it all together anyway.
Of course they
She's
do.
the pillar of this studio, too. Absolutely.
Let me tell you.
No, absolutely. Well, I think it did your family a lot of credit and yourself. And
Well,
yeah.
that was the objective, especially having to live with, you know, this perception that I am arrogant and that I'm aloof and that I am majestic.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chris, I don't think there's any danger of you moving among us unrecognised for any time
We're not
in the
gonna
future.
forget you, are we?
Eubank, of course, clearly out now. Chris, thanks for joining us today on Loose Lips. Thank you. Chris Eubank, ladies and gentlemen. Take a bow, sir. Now let's see if we can catch up with Derek Acora and the lovely Michelle Collins. They've been up there in one of the Loose Lips rooms up there. Let's see how they're getting on. Derek giving Michelle a cheeky little reading there. And we'll be meeting them after the break and find out exactly what has been going on behind those closed doors. Stick around, we're also going to be celebrating 100 episodes of Will and Grace, and Matt Goss will be joining us.
Sneaky look behind Will and Grace. Oh yes, it's going to be the 100th episode, soon to be shown.
9 o'clock tonight, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, wait for it, people, Matt Goss is here.
Never tire of that, do you? Never tire of that.
It is like having one of those little laughter boxes, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. We've got a couple of your emails here as well. One from Tom in York. He says, I'm a big fan of Chris Eubank. He was a brilliant boxer and he's a great parent too. My girlfriend is expecting our first child in November and I think I've learned a lot from him about becoming a decent dad. Aww. There we go. And one from Paul in Clapham. He says, Michelle looks great. How could she be single in a new TV programme when she looks so stunning? It is a crime.
And on that note, welcome back Derek Acora and Michelle Collins, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we sent you both upstairs for a cheeky little consultation, Michelle, earlier. Let's see a little bit of what happened upstairs behind closed doors.
Discussions of hair. Was there always and forgive me, son, it's not personal. Was there a complaint about having straight hair? And you're always complaining? Because she's laughing, she's saying, look at her now, look at her now. She's got beautiful hair, she's got beautiful hair. Just remind her of that. Yeah. Okay.
My sister and I had dead straight hair and we always hated it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, there you go. So it all went on up there. Perhaps you can explain a little bit, guys, what was going on there. Derek, Michelle, who feels more inclined to discuss what that was about?
Well, I'd like... Should you, Michelle? Would you like to do it, or do you want me?
Do it.
You sure?
Do it. Yeah.
Oh, bless you. Well, what we did, we tried to link in with thoughts, residual energy, things that have gone on in the past, maybe in Michelle's life and around her life, and also, more importantly to me, as a medium, to see whether we could bridge that link to see what love from the high side of life can come through. And I mentioned a number of people to Michelle that are very close to her, and I hope that, well, she seemed to, I don't know,
well, Michelle.
Understand. You mentioned somebody called Jack, and my grandfather, who I never met, was actually called John, but his real name was Jack. And I was told that he's around me. And so that was interesting. And Patsy, you mentioned Patsy, my mum's friend, one of her best friends was called Patsy, who died about 15 years ago, that I knew when I was a kid. Who else did you say? So a dog, he described a dog.
Yeah.
What else?
So he touched a nerve.
Oh, my partner, bits about him. He said that he thought I was very psychic, and I've been told that before. Oh, and also he picked up on, he said there was a young girl around me that who'd passed away, and I said, this is very weird, because when I did this programme on the Sea of Souls, this drama, The Paranormal, I stayed in a hotel, in the Scottish Highlands. And I was so scared, I didn't sleep for about 2 weeks. I kept my light on all night and the TV on, because I was convinced that I heard something and that something was in my room. And then I was told that there was a ghost in the hotel, and it was a little girl. And he just said that to me. And he also said to me that she's still around, and if I go home tonight, I might smell some sort of fragrance around, and that means that she's around me.
So, how do you feel? Is it slightly unnerving, hearing all of this?
It is slightly, but, you know, he told me a lot of positive things, which obviously I won't, you know, which I always find it quite uplifting. I mean, I'm very, you know, I was just saying that I went to a spiritualist meeting when I was in Glasgow with another medium that I met, and I think, you know, if it's done properly and these people know what they're doing, people can feel very uplifted by it and feel very positive, and to get in touch with people that have passed away that they never finished off, you know, wanted to say something they never said, or...
Sure.
It's wonderfully reassuring, isn't it?
I'm glad it was positive for you, Michelle. Sit tight, though, Derek and Michelle, because we've got some questions we'd like to take from the floor. Who have we got there first? Is Michelle there?
Hi.
Hi, Michelle. Welcome to Loose Lips. What's your question for Derek?
How soon after someone passes away can you get a reading? Can you contact them?
Michelle, that's dependent totally on how the person has passed over. As an example, if a person lives a full life and they pass over gently, their way of what we call sleep state restoration, getting themselves back to themselves, is quite rapid, and within days, weeks. If, however, a person goes over to the higher side of life, maybe a young age, goes over quickly, maybe an accident, bless them, or, you know, their lives taken away, they go into a longer sleep state and restoration, so the likelihood of them coming back in return into our atmosphere is quite a bit longer. So it is basically determined. But there's one thing about it all, is there's not one individual spirit person that I know of, no matter how they've gone over, has ever turned around basically and said, I don't want to go back and see me loved ones. It's very rare. So yes, there's different times, but the eventualities, they do come back many times, even though you can't see them or hear them.
Thank you for that, Michelle. Okay. And we've also got Rachel. Hello, Rachel. Welcome to Loose Lips.
Hi, Derek. If spirit think that they're going to upset you by coming through, will that stop them giving you a message?
Generally, absolutely, yes, especially if it's a loved one. A loved one will certainly not. You see, they gauge your personality. They know your personality. Yeah. So basically, if you're a nervous disposition or a very sensitive person, suddenly for either a grandmother or a granddad, mum or dad, to suddenly appear and show themselves, they would know that would affect you too much. So they wouldn't do that. It's a different sort of thing on the likes of Most Haunted, where we go into locations who are not loved ones for loved ones. They could be strange people who live their lives in a not so nice way. They don't mind coming through and frightening or alarming you.
I was going to say, it depends on their personality, because if it was my grand, she'd be straight in there.
It's no wonder I don't sleep a wink in my Winnebago. She's never out of this, you know. Derek, we're out of time, unfortunately. It's been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget, Derek is with us every Wednesday, 0208 233 7799. You can join us in the studio or perhaps have a chat with him on air. looselips@livingtv.co.uk, the email address as well. And Michelle, once again, single starts this weekend, ITV1.
Yes,
9:30. We'll be there, love.
And good
Thank
luck
you
with the
so
walking
much for
Don't
joining
watch
us.
Silent Witness.
Amanda, who? Michelle Collins and Derek Okora, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. It's all very fascinating stuff, as we heard from our psychologist Chrissy Wilson earlier on in the show. Once again, we ventured into the great unknown. It's up to you to decide. Still to come, we're celebrating 100 episodes of Will and Grace tonight at 9 o'clock on Living TV. And Matt Goss is here. We'll see you after the break.
By Hello Magazine.
It does seem bizarre to be getting made up for camera.
On camera.
On camera. Is that better? Is that better, that light? Okay. I'm very hands-on. I don't want to say I don't trust anybody, but when it comes to the little things, the sound, the lights, the cameras,
There we go. And, of course, the fabulous Will on Grace, presented by none other than Richard Arnold.
Hey!
It's on tonight at 11 o'clock on Living TV, so make sure you don't miss it, because that's going to be fantastic.
The 100th episode.
Yeah,
I had a great time with the man himself. Very generous guest. And Will and Grace, the 100th episode, a landmark one at that, tonight at 9 o'clock on Living. So if you're a Will and Grace fan, this is the place to be.
Absolutely, indeed. And it's also the place to be if you want to bring yourself a plethora of goodies, because we have a hamper full of his and hers beauty products, plus 3 of the latest film releases on VHS for you. This was the question that we asked you. What was the name of Michelle Collins' character in EastEnders? Was it A, Claire? Was it B, Cindy? Or was it C, Carol? OK, well, Louise Barrett from Southampton, you are the winner and the proud recipient of all those goodies. Congratulations.
Thanks for calling us and everyone else who gave us a bell as well. The answer was, of course, Cindy, in case you missed it at the top of the show. But be gone, Chris Eubanks and the lovely Michelle Collins. It's time now to bring on our star guest today as well. We've got to big ourselves up for this. It's Matt Goss, ladies and gentlemen. To be playing the main room at Loose Lips once again.
Really heavy, big venue.
It is a big venue for you, isn't it?
Can you feel the love?
Feel the love.
Oh, actually, isn't that fantastic to have that reception?
It is pretty lovely. Yeah, it is pretty lovely.
It's about make you feel wanted.
It does, yeah. I didn't feel wanted until that moment, just then.
Well, that's not so true, is it? Because you've just finished a fabulous sell-out tour of the UK, haven't you?
It was pretty amazing, yeah. It put everything like at ease for me, just to go out and see the fans, and just it was almost a private affair between us. It was a pretty mad affair, but it was almost a private affair.
Is that why you've put some of the names of your fans in your CD cover?
Yeah, the first 500 people to log on to the internet actually got.
Take a look at that, and their names are in there.
Oh my God, they're going to storm the stage!
But, wow, I mean, the reviews that you had, I've just read you 1 or 2 of them. I'm sure you've already read them, but...
I'm going to bask in them
exactly,
and pretend
The
they're for
Mirror. An exceptional singer with breathtaking vocal range, a welcome return with an even stronger vocal presence and a funky, upbeat sound. And that was from The Mirror and Company magazine. I mean, that's good stuff, isn't it?
It is good stuff, yeah. The Mirror in particular has been really cool as well, and I've just been blown away. Every time I think there's a bit of good news and that's it for a while, the next day I get another bit of good news, and just, God willing, it will just keep continuing slow and steady.
I think it will. Well, you've got a...
Thank you.
You've got another tour starting, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm kind of...
Talking to your nan. You've got another tour starting, haven't you? You're right under there. It's over the noise, I know.
I think I've burst an eardrum.
It's like you got the dryer on. So yes, Matt, you're starting another tour, mate.
At the weekend, I'm doing some shows with Mariah Carey.
Will she be wearing a string bikini and kitten heels? She looks marvellous in those.
I do hope so.
I'm sure you do.
How did that come about?
It's no big story. They asked me, and I was real honoured to do it, and I'm a massive fan of her voice, so. You know, it's a real nice thing to be able to say I'm doing.
Yes,
that's massive.
A terrific pairing.
Yes.
And you too. We've got some questions from the audience, and clearly they are here for you, Matt, so we've got to take some of these if we can. Karen, is Karen there? Karen Hamilton? Hi, Karen, you've travelled all the way down from Glasgow for today's Loose Lips.
Yes, I did.
How gutted are you? Anyway, what's your question for Matt?
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
When you release your single next month, how are you going to celebrate it when it gets to #1?
I think I'm going to have to, I don't know about the #1, but I think just being allowed to release records still is an honour. So if it gets into the charts, one part here and one part in Scotland, I think would be a...
Indeed.
I'm going to Scotland on Friday, so I'm sure I'm going to...
She'll see you there.
I'm sure you will be.
And actually, going out to Munich at all?
Munich?
In the near future?
No, I'm going to get the record out. I've got some dates. They're talking about some dates in Japan and Australia and stuff like that.
Okay. You might want to go to Germany, maybe, because we've got someone on the line, haven't we?
Daniela, are you there? All the way from Munich.
Hi.
Hi, Daniela. What's your question?
Hi, Matt.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, fine. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Could be here all day. What's your question?
My question is, okay, I've seen on your website that you paint in your spare time. What is your inspiration for painting?
I think the things with painting for me, it's just the one thing that completely takes my mind off of music and the industry. It's a bit of a turbulent industry to be in. So painting for me, the good, maybe James Taylor album and a
What, the old quartet?
And a bottle of wine. And it's just a nice way to clear my mind, so.
Real escapism.
Yeah, real escapism, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you for calling Daniela. So fans all over the world, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Thank goodness for the World Wide Web, eh?
I know.
What sort of pictures you putting on your website?
Remember the one you took of me in the thong, remember?
Oh, yeah, all of that. Yeah, I'm a bit sick of you putting your head on my body. Yeah, that's going to have to stop.
What do you mean by that?
Don't even go there, love.
Okay.
So what are you going to be singing for us tonight, mate?
The new single, I'm Coming With You, so, which is pretty much chosen by the fans, so.
And is that a departure for you, or is it much the same? When you were here last time, it was a very touching ballad that you sang for us, which was a tribute to your late sister.
Yeah, my late sister. But this is, I wrote this, half of it in LA and half of it before the tour, and I had another single in mind, which I've played on your show last time, but after doing the tour, the fans just pretty much bonded with this song, and they chose the single for me, so that's why I changed the records to I'm Coming With You.
So popular demand.
Indeed.
And of course, you've got the tour to look forward to with Mariah Carey.
Yes.
And we'll have details of that on our website, actually. So if you want to find out where you can catch Matt, then the address is www.livingtv.co.uk/loose lips.
Go on then, Matt. Take your position. Matt Goss. You know, I've got that kind of applause when I open my fridge door every morning. I bet my Walkman when I'm travelling on the tube. On tomorrow's show, we welcome the delightful, the very classy, by definition, Mylene Klass will be joining us, formerly of Hearsay, now doing a little bit of the old toccata on the Joanna. All that coming up tomorrow at 5:10. Thanks for everyone for joining us today. I think it's Matt Goss's show, don't you? Take it away, Matt. We'll see you tomorrow at 5:10.
You're gonna sing the choruses. I want to hear you sing as loud as you can, all right? I know that I let you go, yeah. The best thing I ever had, I took for granted. I guess that it goes to show, yeah. I'm the one that's begging for your understanding. I say, please relax tonight, yeah. 'Cause the past is just a past, I'm here forever. I say, please, just know inside, yeah. Come on, baby, if you leave, baby, if you leave, come on, baby, if you leave, oh, yeah, yeah. Just to hear you breathing. And honestly, my heart skips a beat. Oh, just the thought of you ever leaving. I say, please relax tonight, yeah. With a softest kiss, baby, and a good red wine. Just to know inside, yeah. Baby, if you leave, baby, if you leave.
Loose Lips is sponsored by Hello Magazine.